Hey there, my name is LexC and thank you so much for joining me today for this tutorial. I got a request asking if I could show how to shorten a song in Pro Tools with no session, no vocal stems, just the 2-track, which is this waveform, just the 2-track here. So if you would be interested in learning how to shorten a song, then please stay tuned. So let's say that you have a song that is too long and you need to shorten it for multiple reasons. Maybe you have a commercial that you need to fit a certain time limit for. Maybe you're doing a movie and you need the music to match a certain length in your film, right? Well, you can use this skill. You can use these tools I'm about to teach you to be able to shorten the song in a way that makes sense and will help it to fit into whatever time limit you're trying to get it to fit into. So I have my song here. This is the 12 Ratchet Days of Christmas by yours truly. My name is LexC. I'll let you hear a little bit of it just to get familiar.
On the first day, he better fly me overseas. Put me on a private island with an ocean breeze. On the second day, take me on a shopping sprees. Wrap me in furs, my neck and wrist on freeze. Cause on the third day, I should have a new set of car keys. Big bow, big bag of money on the seat. On the fourth day, if everything I wanted ain't came. On the fifth day, I'm texting, don't ever make me wait.
Okay, so if you're interested in hearing this full song, then you can check it out on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon, Google, YouTube Music, wherever is your favorite streaming platform. You can check it out there. I'm using this as an example because it is my latest release. Now, let's get into some of the things that you should know before trying to shorten a song. Your best friend in this whole situation. Right now, I'm in slip mode, but in order to do easy edits, easy shortening, I want to change into shuffle mode. Sorry, that was a really intense stutter, but I want to change into shuffle mode. So if you go to the top left-hand corner of your session in Pro Tools, click on shuffle, it's going to turn red. Now the difference between shuffle and slip mode or grid mode, let's say that we're in slip mode, right? And I go through and I'm separating different clips, boom, 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 boom. And then I go in and I start deleting stuff, but you see that the waveform, nothing moves, right? If I were to be in shuffle mode, then anytime I make a deletion, everything behind it is going to take its place. So if I press delete here, you see that the waveform moves down. If I delete this, you see that all of the waveform moves down. Delete this and you see that everything moves down. So that's the major difference between slip and grid mode and shuffle mode. That comes in handy with shuffle mode because we are working on using the transients to create the perfect or the most smooth edit that we can. Now, a transient, if you don't know what it is basically every instance on the waveform where you can see the audio spiking. So remember that this whole thing, this whole line here, this is a waveform, which is just a visual representation of the sound, okay? And at every point that you see a spike in the audio, usually it looks like this, right? This could also be a spike. This is a spike. This is a spike. Let me zoom out a little bit. Here's a spike. Here's a spike. Usually a spike in the waveform is going to be like the kick drum or it'll be the snare drum. Usually something like that. Maybe claps in an instrumental. So yeah, hopefully what I'm showing you, if you didn't know, this is what a transient is. Every spike in the waveform. So when we are going through and we are making edits, we want to pay attention to the transients because they're going to make our editing a lot easier and it's going to make our editing make sense. Next thing you want to keep in mind, so you want to be in shuffle mode and then you want to make sure that you're working off of the transients. Next thing you want to keep in mind is staying true to the time signature. So the time signature of this particular song is 4/4. So I'm going to do even cuts, 2 bars, 4 bars, 8 bars. I'm not going to be making crazy cuts like cutting 1 bar and cutting 3 bars, cutting 7 bars, because musically it will feel weird. You still want to keep the integrity of your track, we're just shortening it, right? But you don't want it to feel awkward. You still want to make it feel smooth and seamless, even though it is a shorter version. So without further ado, I'm going to attempt to shorten this down to 60 seconds, okay? So this particular track is about 2 minutes, 25 seconds. I want to shorten this down to 1 minute, 60 seconds. And I think for the purposes of this video, I've already kind of thought about where I would want to cut things. So let me see if I can make that a reality. And I'm going to be in slip mode for now until I decide which pieces I want to keep for my 60 seconds.
Ever make me wait? Cause I need my gifts real bad. You got 5 days. Cause I need my gifts real bad. You got 5 days to get it. 5 days to get it.
So I want real bad. I want on the 6th day of Christmas.
On the 6th day of Christmas.
Yeah, I want that.
The 6th day of Christmas. 6th day of Christmas.
And notice that I'm not coming in on the 6th. No, I'm coming on the huge hit. Dun dun bum ba da dum ba da 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 da. You know, so keep that in mind. I'm looking for the big hits, and then I'm going to sew those things together. Even though I know that right here I'm cutting off some of my words.
On the 6th day.
I'm cutting off the on the. Even though I'm cutting that off, I will be going between slip mode and shuffle mode to make that seamless. But right now, just choosing the different pieces that I think I want. So.
Cause I need my gifts real bad. On the 6th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me. Liquor in my eggnog with lemon pepper wings. We're 7 days in and he won't let me get no sleep. We've been going in all week on the 8th day.
Get no sleep.
Get no sleep. We've been get no sleep. We've been going in all week. We've been going.
Oh, I just thought, what if I wanted to do a shorter edit? That might be kind of dope to have right there. So hold on. I'm sorry. I think my battery for my mouse might be going out because it's doing some strange things. I'm just copying some things over for, I think I might want a shorter version. So I want.
Cause I need my gifts real bad. 6th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me. Liquor in my eggnog with lemon pepper wings.
And if you're wondering how I'm doing this is called tab to transients, and it's this button right here. It's like an arrow pointing towards a transient. Make sure that it's highlighted blue. So every time that you press tab on your keyboard, it's pointing you to the major transients in your song. Hear that? All right, so that's also something nice to know. Tab to transients will make your life so much easier. So I'm looking for that best ever. Boom. All right, I think I want that for a separate piece. But anyway, so I'm kind of thinking of like a 60-second edit, but I'm also thinking of maybe 15 or 30 seconds, depending on what these pieces down here give me. So let's see what we have.
I need my gifts real bad. You can 6th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me. Liquor in my eggnog with lemon pepper wings. We're 7 days in and he won't let me get no sleep.
Okay.
Told me run it up on her and down so he could take me out. Ain't they coming? Pull up in the so we could blow it up. He invited all my wretched friends. Standing on the furniture, talking and we turning up. 11 bottles all around. 12 shots for the 12 days of Christmas.
So I want to go from there to. Okay, and I think that will give me my 60 seconds. We'll see. So now that I've made my cuts, I'm going to go out of slip mode and I'm going to go into shuffle. I could have stayed in shuffle, but I think I might want to rearrange some things. So what's also nice about shuffle mode, I can't remember if I mentioned it in the beginning or not, but aside from it deleting everything and moving everything up to replace it, if I'm in shuffle mode, I can also click and hold this selection, right? And it's going to give you this yellow marker. I can move these things in between. So that's also a nice little handy feature, but I don't need it to be right there. I don't want this at all. So I'm going to delete it. Everything falls to the left because I deleted that huge chunk. And now here we go.
Cause I need my gifts real bad. 6 sixth day of
Okay, so next I'm gonna get rid of this. Let's hear how this sounds.
You got sixth day of Christmas, my baby gave to me.
So remember, I needed to have that on the, so here's actually a transient right here, but I wanted that major hit because that was going to be easier for me to work with. But let's drag out this transient and see if that's smoother.
My gift's real bad. On the sixth day of Christmas, my baby gave to me. Look up. You on the sixth day of Christmas, my baby gave to me.
So not the smoothest.
Real bad. On the sixth day of Christmas.
Not the smoothest, but it works.
Cause I need my gifts real bad. On the sixth day of Christmas, my baby gave to me.
And sometimes if you want it to be even smoother, like you might want to really zoom in and do like a crossfade and see if that makes it, you know, a little better.
On the sixth day of Christmas, my baby gave to me.
It's not bad, right?
Get no sleep. We've been going in all week on the 8th day. Put a check into my bank account. Don't
Go back to shuffle, sorry.
free. 12 shots for the real one. Days in and you won't let me get no sleep. We've been going in all week on the 8th day. 12 shots for the real one. Shots for the 12 days of Christmas.
Okay, we want that. And looks like we are under 1 minute. So now let's hear what we got.
Cause I need my gifts real bad. On the 6th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me. Liquor in my eggnog with lemon pepper wings. We 7 days in and you won't let me get no sleep. We've been going in all week on the 8th day. Put a check into my bank account. Told me run it up on her and down so we could take me out. 9th day coming, pull up in the pouring out. Bottle in the dash, chilling just so we could blow it up. He invited all my wretched friends. Standing on the furniture, talking and we turning up. 11 bottles all around. 12 shots for the 12 days of Christmas.
Could have been a little smoother, but it works. And it finishes out with the instrumental. Not quite 60 seconds, but it is below 60 seconds. And it is less than what the original time of the track is, which is 2.5 minutes. So let's say I wanted to make it a little shorter. I was kind of hearing something that I might want to do.
Cause I need my gifts.
So I think I want to do that. Drag it to the beginning.
6th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me.
I wanted that. What is this? So let me see. What is this? Like barely 15 seconds? Not quite. Let's see what we got.
Cause I need my gifts real bad. You got 6th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me. Liquor in my eggnog with lemon pepper wings. We 7 days in and you won't let me get no sleep.
And now I want that you to goat part. So let me hear this. So let me use that actually and see. It's definitely more than 15 seconds though. So let's say that we need a 20-second edit. That's fine. And I know that I need to make this smoother because I'm chopping off that on the 6th day of Christmas. So I'm gonna bring this in a little more and crossfade it just like we did before. See how this sounds now.
Cause I need my gifts real bad. On the 6th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me. Liquor in my eggnog with lemon pepper wings. We 7 days in and you won't let me get no sleep.
And actually, there's a part where this ends on you to go. So I want that. I'm gonna copy that down here. Remember to mute this. Go back to shuffle. Boom. I think. Wait, was that a thing? Was that a thing? Okay. So the one that I want is at the end. Just press delete. And now I now have a, what is that? 25-second and a 60-second edit. And it sounds.
I need my gifts real bad. On the 6th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me. Liquor in my eggnog with lemon pepper wings. We 7 days in and you won't let me get no sleep.
Boom. And that is how you shorten a song. So if you needed to shorten your song because it's too long for a commercial that you're trying to get it to fit to, or you have a movie scene that you need the music to be a particular length, or you're trying to do like an advertisement and they have a limit on how long your audio can be, this is how you can use these tools to make it shorter. Bring it down from 5 minutes to 3 minutes, from 3 minutes to 60 seconds, from 60 seconds down to 30 seconds. Just remember, shuffle mode is your friend. Remember to work on the transients and remember to make edits that make sense. Also, tab to transient is your friend. So hopefully this video helped you, especially for the one who requested this. I hope that you are able to shorten your own song in whatever program you're using, because I'm sure other DAWs, other digital audio workstations, I almost forgot what that meant. I'm sure other digital audio workstations have like similar tools, like a shuffle function or like a tab to transient function. As long as you remember those things, you can really do this in whatever program you're running off of. But thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section down below. Make sure you give me a like, big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you'd like to be notified each and every time I post a new piece of content. And if you'd like to go the extra mile in supporting me, then please consider becoming a patron of mine at patreon.com/LexCATL, patreon.com/LexCATL. That information is also in the description box down below. But yeah, let me know what other content, what other tutorials you might want to see from me. But thank you so much for tuning in. I really do hope this was helpful. Until next time, my name is Lexi. Peace.
You got 5 days to get it. 4 would be pushing. 3 if you really winning. 2 would be better. First day, baby, you the GOAT, best ever.